Okay, so how do we make changes in our life? One of the big problems that we encounter when we try to make changes is that, we write in a journal, we review some charts, but there's no emotion behind what we're doing. In the research review I did with my colleagues at SUNY Upstate, we looked at what works in terms of change processes, in terms of therapy. And it turns out that emotional arousal is the biggest catalyst to change. When we feel something, we're more likely to internalize it. I've written about the young man I worked with who had patterns of negative thinking, just was always blaming himself, telling himself how worthless he would never be a success. And I tried typical cognitive therapy techniques. Nothing was working with him. I finally hit on an idea. I said to him, how about if I take the role of your negative thinking? I'm gonna say to you what you have been saying to yourself. I thought that was a little weird, but I had him get up, and I got up from my seat, and I start circling him and saying to him everything that he was saying to himself. You're no good, you're never gonna be a success, you're such a failure. Well, I'm doing this again and again and again, and what do you think is his reaction? He starts clenching his fists, he gets red in the face. I'm thinking, oh no, this is not the place for a bar fight. And finally, he just is ready to explode. And I say to him, what do you have to say? And he lunges out toward me with his fist and he says, fuck you! As I have here, that's how FU therapy was born. But what I taught him was that he had to take his negative thinking and imagine that someone else was saying these things to him. That's preferably someone he doesn't like, because someone who you really don't like. And they're saying these things to you. You're never going to be successful as a trader. You should just give it up. And the emotional arousal, the part of you kicks in where you can say F you to the negative thinking. And soon that becomes a pattern. You become able to challenge your most negative qualities by arousing that anger.